Hello everyone, this is Spooky Bookworm. I know it's been a very long time since I did a book review, but I'm back. I can't believe how long it's been, so you gotta pardon me while I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So I took a big break from reading Fear Street because I just had all this stuff that I was doing, and I just really didn't have time to sit down and read a book. So yeah, things happen. So I actually have two book reviews I'm going to do today. They're both Fear Street books. The first book is The Wrong Number. This is the original cover of the book. If I've mentioned this before, I'm truly sorry, but I can't stand the new covers. I can't. I like the old covers from the 90s. They always tell you what the next book is, so if you're collecting them, you know the next book is, and you kind of have some sense of order. So, Wrong Number. And first of all, I want to say that this was a really great book. This was actually the longest. It took me the longest to read this book because I was in the middle of it and I totally just decided I was in the mood to read the rest of it. But like I said, I did finish it. So these two girls here, and they're I don't know which one's the sister of Chuck, but they make these prank calls, and it's like bomb threats and stuff like that. Well, actually not the girls, it was Chuck that did that. They were more doing like calling up these guys and making them think that some sexy woman was calling them or something. And they accidentally dialed a number on Fear Street, and they actually interrupted a murder. The victim was the one who answered it, and she was basically begging them to come and save her. Unfortunately, when they arrived, she was already dead. And so they're in this nightmare where Chuck is arrested, and everyone thinks that he murdered this woman that he had never seen before. And these two girls end up having to play detective and try to get clues and try to figure out, try to prove that the husband did in fact kill his wife. And surprisingly, he killed her for money. Lovely. Generally, what most men generally will kill for, or women will kill for, or people will kill for. But it was a really great book. There is The Wrong Number 2, and later on I will be purchasing that book, but I'm kind of reading through the books I already have, and I'm not going to buy a new book until I've finished reading it. But The Wrong Number by R.L. Stine, really great book. I enjoyed it, and yeah. Alright, so the second book review is the next one in the series, and it is The Sleepwalker from the same author. Original cover, this was published again in 1990. The Wrong Number was published in 1990, and this was also published in 1990. And this is basically, this is about a girl named Mara Barnes, who is working for this woman named Miss Coulter, and she's basically taking her out for walks and cooking her food and things, and keeping her company, because she's an old woman. She must be kept company. And she starts sleepwalking, and she comes to this conclusion that the woman that she is basically feeding and reading Charles Dickens to is a witch. Well, she goes through all these insane moments in the story where it seems like every night she's sleepwalking. And for those people that have read the book, you know exactly what happens at the end. It turns out, and for those that do know, I'm not going to be giving you spoilers. For those who don't know, spoiler alert, it's actually not her that is doing it. It is actually her boyfriend. It's actually Myra's boyfriend that's doing it. He hypnotized her because she, he basically stole this car and caused this other car to go off the road, and the brother died, but the other one survived. And it was insane. I mean, I couldn't put this book down. It was just really that good. So Sleepwalker so far happens to be one of my favorite books. But both books, I give 5 stars. They are absolutely excellent. The book that I'm currently reading I'm going to start reading tomorrow is Haunted. And when I finish reading that book, I will do a book review of that book. And my goal is to get every single Fear Street book that he published. I am going to be stuck with several of them that are going to be the new cover, but he's got a couple of brand spanking new ones that I'm not even going to get to until I collect all the others. So yeah, I mean, it's weird. He's back riding Fear Street, and taking people like me down memory lane. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Once again, sorry about taking so long to do another book review. I am going to do a book review of a ebook called Trials of Apollo by Rick Riordan. It is the first book in the series. It is actually Rick Riordan's last forte into the world of Percy Jackson. And I also have 2 other books. I have The Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling and a few other people. And I also have, by the way, Mom's in this room, oh, she's asleep. Magus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. That, I don't know when I'm going to get around to that book. I don't even know if I'm halfway through. There's a lot of chapters in the book. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and keep reading. Bye.